Alright, good afternoon here, Hawks fans. We are at Kalamazoo with Wings Event Center here, playing on the arena sheet where the ECHL team plays. Hawks will be facing off against the MVA Red Wings here. Then we'll have one more game this evening at 9 o'clock Eastern against the Lions. Alright guys, almost ready to get things underway here. We have about 40 seconds of warm-ups and then we'll get things underway. Hawks coming off a 3-1 win last night and a good night's sleep. Although yesterday I thought they played really well last night, even not after a good night's sleep. So I was just talking to a parent here. The team we're playing is MVA Red Wings. It's the Michigan Valley Hockey Association. But she said this team is comprised of a lot of the Catholic schools around the Detroit area, much like we do in Colorado. A lot of them play club hockey in the fall, and then for their high schools in the winter season. So kind of a conglomerate of players here. This Red Wings team comes in 2-0, along with your Hawks 2-0. Just based on what I've seen here so far, I think this should be the toughest test so far for your Hawks. And we'll be ready to get puck drop here underway in a moment from Kalamazoo, Michigan. Thanks all for tuning in and for your support of the Hawks. Quick shout out from the game last night. Great to see Ash Halder get the first goal last night and break the ice. Here, Sink and I were talking before the game. Next one to break the ice is B-Rob. Robertson, I think he's got 20 shots on net in 2 games so far. Law of averages tells us something's got to go in here. B-Rob just needs to break the ice. He's had a ton of opportunities. Let's just hope once he breaks the ice here that the goals start flowing. Beautiful rink and facility here, and thank you, City of Kalamazoo, for the hospitality. Hawks will be in the camo Danny Dietz jerseys. And the Red Wings in the red jerseys with the white trim. We'll get things underway here in a moment. Looks like the Hawks will start out. With the Mahalik, Spone, Missick line. And we're underway here. Face-off picked up there by Mahalik, chipped ahead. Hawks, Red Wings get possession, stolen there. Spone spins out of a check. Puck's played around behind. Picked up there, Mahalik out front, centers it out front, and that's covered by the Red Wings. So Mahalik to take the draw again. Piercing Fabrizio on the back end. Mahalik walks it in, shot wide of the net. Spone. Missick chips it around the player. He'll play a little fetch there. Missick absorbs a hit. Puck's played up the near boards, or far boards. And Red Wings try and break some out. Knocked out of the air by Mahalik. Mahalik leaves there for Missick. Missick, slippery out of a check. He's got Mahalik out front. Tries to go out front, just out of the reach of Spone. Here's walks at top of the dot. Shot. That's off a skate. Missick cycles down low to Spone. Spone. Shot. Ooh. Missick stepped up on that one into the slot. Goaltender fought it off the shoulder. Picked up there by Spone. Hawks will look to get a change. Puck's played back into the Hawk zone. Picked up there by Osted. Osted plays across to Sexton. Sexton absorbs a hit. Paulin, he'll reverse. Plays up ahead. Outlet pass there for Sexton. Sexton fights through a check. Leaves there. Walk to the top of the slot. Shot off of Ripley. Ripley in the corner. Sexton picks it up there. Sexton to the side of the net. Goaltender makes a save. Sexton absorbs a hit there from two players. Puck comes back to the line. Oh, nope, that was picked off by the Red Wings. And that was picked up there by Ripley. Hawks with good offensive zone possession to start this game. Back up to the line. Just out of the reach of Paulin. Walked into the slot. Shot up high and off the glass. Ripley now. Ripley leaves behind for Sexton. Cardenas out into the slot to Ripley. He had caught it on his backhand, though, not his forehand. Could get that shot off. And the puck's played back into the Hawks zone. Osted back there to pick it up. Stolen by the Wings. Wings shot out front. Saved by Jones. Point blank opportunity. Jones had to be sharp on the first save of the night. Great opportunity there for the Red Wings. And Red Wings starting to push back here now. Turned over. Shot. Off the blocker. Puck's all loose off the end boards. Lively end boards here in this rink. Definitely a physical Red Wings team too. Starting to see that now in the offensive zone. Sexton will play it all the way down the ice. Rolls in on net. Hawks will get a change here. Halder in on the forecheck. Halder out there now with Mahalik and Missick. Puck's played near side. Walked out front. Turned to the corner. Hawks work it back to the point. Ray, shot. Ooh! That was deflected off a body in front and off the goaltender's shoulder. Picked off there. Mahalik rips it. Right into the glove, though. Mahalik was looking for that short side shot. Goaltender made a better save. I like that look there from Mahalik, though. Hawks generating a lot of pressure here to start this game. Oxenrider to Ray. Oxenrider, Robertson. And Carmichael line out there now. Carmichael at center ice. Plays it in. Picked off there by the Red Wings. Oh, almost a turnover in front there. Oxen Rider can't get that long reach on it, though. And the Red Wings break it out to center off the skate of Carmichael. Opportunity here out front. Robertson. Oh, man. Boy is due. And we're going to call a hand pass. Oof. It's going to come outside the zone here with 11 minutes to go. So face-off just outside the Red Wings zone here. Oxen Rider, Robertson, Carmichael out there now. Fabrizio and Heersink. Oxen Rider to take the draw. Plays it into the zone. Carmichael in on the forecheck. Over the stick of Robertson. Robertson walks it out of the corner. Robertson tries to center out front. Puck comes back to the blue line. Heersink steps up there. Plays it in. Rolls it in on net. Goaltender will cover it there. Heersink sidestep at the blue line. Nice recovery there by the Red Wings. They'll play it near side and look to try and stretch it. Now they get the line. Slides it through player. Jones steers it over to Heersink. Heersink throws on the brakes. Heersink, one-man breakout starting now. Heersink walks it, blue line. Heersink slides through a player. Heersink right in front, and the net came off the moorings. So that was Oxen Rider trying to center out front to Heersink. Good fast start here for your Hawks. Face off won by the Hawks. Puck's loose at center. Slides through a player. Jones is going to pick it up, play it up ahead. 2-on-1 here for your Hawks. Midget driving to the front of the net, and the goaltender is able to make the save. Mahalik Spone, Midget out there now. Puck's loose in front, picked up here near side by the Wings. They play out to center. Picked up there by Ostad. Ostad and Paulin out there on the back end. Goaltender's going to leave there for his defense. Paulin pinches. Wings break it out. Nice defensive play there by Midget. Up ahead, Mahalik. Mahalik hits the line. Mahalik. Shifty has his sticks tied up there, though. Drops it back to the line. And that was Ostad. Took a stick up high there. Paulin overskates for a moment. Paulin at his blue line. Spone battles, and the Wings are able to clear it out to center. Off the stick of Mahalik into the zone. Spone will go give chase. Back at the center. Paulin. Tries to hit the player coming off the bench. Just out of reach. Held there at the line. Hawks will keep the blue line. Sexton using the body there. And the Red Wings look like they're going to be content. Going to try and ice it, but that rolls in on net. So Jones will leave it there for Paulin. Paulin trying to catch the Red Wings. Off the referee, so it stays in the zone. Puck comes back into the Red Wing zone. Or the Wings. And to the blue line and just out. Ooh, that was close. Taylor just not able to keep it in. Hawks win the draw. Picked up there by the Wings. Wings playing into the zone. Over the stick of Ray. Ray goes back to pick it up. Ray leaves there for Ripley. Ripley tries to spring him. Ripley. Oh! He springs Cardenas. Goaltender makes a save, and then the player crashes into his own goaltender back checking. That'll take the net off the moorings. So nice stretch pass there to Cardenas. Blocker saved by the goaltender. Hawks flip the ice rather quickly there on that one, though. 8:04 to go first period. Face-off will be in the wing zone. Sexton to take the draw. Player gets around Ray. Takes it wide. Shot from a sharp angle off the mask of Jones. Had to fight that one off the dome. Picked up there by Taylor. Taylor has it taken off his stick, and Jones will cover at the side of the net. So it looks like we're bringing the Mahalik line back out here for this draw. Mahalik to take the draw, wins it back, picked up there by Heersink. Heersink stops with it, surveys. Heersink's going to start to break it out. Heersink up ahead on the stick of Missick. Missick slows it up, goes across. Missick, Heersink, shot wide of the net. Puck's loose out front, shot, save, shot, and goal! Goaltender's unhappy about that one, but the puck was loose in the crease. And now he takes a poke at one of the Littleton players. Takes a poke at Heersink. And I think we're going to get a penalty here on the Wings. As the goaltender took a poke at Heersink. All right, 1-0 Hawks here. I could not tell. I think it might have been Heersink. Spone leaves there. Power play here for your Hawks. For a minute 21. Spone enters the zone, overskates for a moment. He's taken off the puck. Wings pick it up there. And puck's played back into the Hawks zone. Jones will leave it there for Heersink. Heersink and Sexton up high to start this power play. Heersink leaves for Sexton. Sexton has it taken off his stick. Hawks play it across. Zone entry now. Spone drops to Heersink. Heersink leaves down low. Spone goes cross ice. Shot Sexton. He had to settle it down. And somehow the net's off the moorings again. We'll get your clock reset. I'll get us synced up. Robertson, Cardenas, Sexton. Spone and Heersink up high. Sexton to take the draw. Leaves there. Heersink. Cardenas. Still Heersink. Heersink walks it in. Shot. Puck's loose in front. And Robertson looking to bang that one home. 6:29 here to go, first period. 35 seconds to go in the Hawks power play. Sexton to take the draw. Hawks work it back to the blue line. Now they try and get a shot down low. That's stolen by the Wings. Wings had 3 up high, 1 down low. I see what the Hawks were looking at there. Jones will leave there for Heersink. Heersink skates with it, fights through a stick check. Heersink gets the line. Heersink through 1, through 2. Heersink shot. And the goaltenders, they need to set that net. I mean, I understand that. I mean, my kid's a goalie. I know he'll push harder at times, but I'm not going to put that one on the Wings goaltender here. He barely touched that net. It came off. Nothing intentional about that. Mahalik to take the draw. Mahalik, Missick. Spone out there now. That puck's cleared all the way back in. That's going to do it for the penalty. Jones is going to leave it there for Austed. Austed near side to Paulin. Paulin, he'll skate with it. Up ahead. Mahalik throws on the brakes. Leaves there for Paulin. Paulin to Missick. Missick. Ooh, shot towards the net. Spone was trying to get there on the redirect. But that might have been Haller. Oh, that's Akshay Halder. And puck's played across. Wings try and spring it now. Wings are going to hit the line. 2-on-2. Close to being offsides of the line. Nice stick there by Paulin to break that up. Spins away from a check. And the Hawks try and play it in deep. Mahalik steps through a check there. Mahalik walks out with it. Puck's down low. Missick along the near boards. Missick absorbs the contact. Carmichael will get the number on that truck. And it's played back into the Hawk zone. Paulin picks it up there. Paulin looks for the stretch. Not there, though. That's off the skate of Missick. Missick picks it up now. Missick hits the red line. 1-on-3. He'll hold and play it in deep. Carmichael now. Carmichael absorbs contact. And played back into the Hawks zone. Jones leaves there for Ray. Ray leaves there for Taylor. Taylor's got a man in his hip pocket. Off a skate. And held in there. Puck's played around. Near side. Hawks unable to clear though. Oxenrider will pick it up there. Battles with a player. Wings out front. Shot. Jones got a blocker on that one. So Jones hasn't been tested a lot. Not with volume, but not with quantity, but definitely quality. And the Hawks look to break it out again. B-Rob hits the red line. B-Rob slides around a player, uses that body well. And the Wings play it out to center. Hawks will get on their horse there. Ray picks it up, looks to try and spring it ahead. Ripley chips it in. He'll start on the forecheck. Cardenas cuts that one off. Taking off his stick. Cardenas picks it up in the slot. Ooh. Stick on it. Almost went into the net there on that little tip there. Picked up near side. Sexton, nice pass across. Shot on net and a save by the goaltender. No rebound that time, so the Hawks were chipping away at nothing. 2:43 here to go, first period. Face-off will be in the wing zone. Ripley, Cardenas, Sexton out there now with Hirsink and Fabrizio. Sexton to take this offensive zone draw. Sexton to take the draw. Picked off there. Ripley tries to work it back to Hirsink. He's tied up. Nice defensive play there by the Wings. Stolen, though, by Hirsink. Hirsink hits the line 1-on-3. Drops to Cardenas. Oper skated a hair, and the Wings play it into the zone. Wings, they'll center it out front, and Jones will hold and cover. We'll get a face-off in the Hawk zone here. 2:21 to go, first period. Mahalik to take the draw. One there by the Wings. Back to the point. Shot blocker to side by Jones. Picked up there by Missick. Missick will hold with it. Missick fights through a hook. Missick leaves there. Hawks try and play it in deep. Over the stick of Spone. Spone tries to dig it out. Center out front. Puck's loose at the front of the net. Goaltender has it for a moment. Now he doesn't. Now it's finally covered. Mahalik looking for an easy tap in there. But the goaltender was quick to get on that loose puck. We'll get a face-off in the zone here. Minute 49 to go. First period. Hawks still up 1-0. Missick, Mahalik, Spone. Hirsink, Fabrizio. Mahalik to take the draw. Wins it back. Missick leaves for Hirsink. Hirsink shot. high and wide. Missick Heersink with his Scott Norwood impersonation. Dug out there by Spone. Spone bodied off the puck. Wings pick it up now. And the Wings hit the line. Heersink steps up there. Nice step up there by Heersink. Tries to hit Mahalik. That's picked off by the Wings. Wings bring it in the zone. Steered aside by Jones. Fabrizio goes to pick it up there. In the skates of Missick. Dug out by the Wings. Puck's loose in the slot. Shot and a goal. Hawks get a little sloppy in their own zone there. Hawks with a couple chances to clear. Don't take advantage of it. Puck ends up in the back of our net. Robertson. Oxenrider. Carmichael back out there now. Oxenrider wins it back. Paulin leaves there for Ostad. Ostad shrugs off a player. In his skates. Stolen there by the Wings. Paulin recovers. Paulin along the boards, he's taken off the puck. Oxenrider comes in to support. Puck's loose at the back of the net. Centered out front. Hawks, though, had a forward and Robertson down low to help dig that out. Picked up there. And that's going to be an icing. I don't know. I thought Paulin had the red line, but it was close. So 26.1 here to go. Face-off will come back in the Hawks zone. Oxenrider, Carmichael, Robertson out there with Paulin and Ostad. Oxenrider to take the draw. Puck goes in, far corner. Hawks play it up, near boards, out of the reach of Robertson. Puck pops loose in the slot. Hawks looking for one last rush here. Oxenrider drags through a player. Oxenrider tries to center out front to Carmichael. That's stolen by the Wings. Paulin steps up. Puck rolls in on Jones. Robertson plays the body there. And Ostad will cover that one up. At the end of one, it's tied at 1. Wings and Hawks. We'll get the second period underway here in a moment. So good sustained periods of pressure here in the first period for your Hawks. Little breakdown there. Though late with a couple chances to get the puck out of the zone. Puck pop loose into the slot and Wings are able to bury one. All right, Sexton, Cardenas, Ripley out there now. Sexton to take the draw. Dug out by Cardenas. Played back into the Hawk zone. Ray will go back there to pick it up. Ray absorbs a hit there. I will tell you, I do think the Hawks need to answer the physicality a little bit of the Wings. Nice reverse check there by Sexton. Played back into the Hawk zone. Taylor will pick it up there. Taylor absorbs a hit. Hawks break it out though. Sexton has Ripley with them. Sexton slides it through a player. Then has it steered aside by the Wings. Wings break it out now. They'll go far side, 2-on-3 as they hit the line. Heersink forces his player wide. They work it back to the point. Shot. And that's in on net. Jones will hold that and cover. 14:01 here to go second period. Defensive zone draw for your Hawks. And it looks like we're going to bring out Mahalik, Missick, and Halder. Mahalik to take the draw. Wings pick it up there. They work it up to the line. Missick plays it out now. Missick has Heersink going with him. Heersink drops to Halder. And played out by the Wings. Off a stick, so icing's waved off. Fabrizio, he takes a hit there. Takes a big man to bring Fabrizio down. The Wings step up at the line. Mahalik. Mahalik looks to go to Missick out front. Shot saved by the goaltender. And the Wings look to break it out. Wings have a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Towards the net. Kicked up by Jones. Played up ahead. Mahalik now. Mahalik, he'll throw on the brakes. Tries to go Halder out front, but he's tied up. And the Wings look to break it out. Now they get center ice. Onside at the line. Oxenrider now. Oxenrider plays it off the boards. This is going to go down. Ooh. Wow. I could have waved that icing off as the Wings player definitely let up there at the end. I don't know if he would have got there, but that let up at the end. Sometimes they'll wave it off. This time they didn't, so we got a defensive zone draw here. Oxenrider, Robertson, Carmichael. Oxenrider take the draw. Wings play it back into the Hawk zone. Austed across to Paulin. Back to Austed. Austed. Up ahead. Carmichael takes a hit up high. Carmichael now turned over by the Hawks. Wings keep it in the zone. Austed. Off the boards to the line. Puck in on net. Deflected. Puck's loose out front. Saved by Jones. Picked up there by Robertson. He'll play it down. How to go for an icing. So the faceoff will come back in the Hawks zone here. Hawks so far not answering the physicality of the Wings team. On a 3 game so far, definitely the most physical. Mahalik to take the draw. Picked up there by Ray. Spone along the boards. Dug out there now by Mahalik. Mahalik. He'll skate with it now. Mahalik. And that's going to be a trip. So we've got a Hawks power play coming up here. Nobody could argue that trip as the player afterwards had to go retrieve his stick. All right, looks like the first goal was scored by, I believe, Mahalik. It's hard to tell without the score sheets here, but looking back on it, we'll see who went through the line first. Ripley to take the draw. Ripley back to Fabrizio. Fabrizio goes across. Shot tipped. Nice save by the goaltender in front. Missick battles along the boards. Picked up there. Spone. He absorbs contact. Fights it off. Back to the line. Mahalik. Shot through traffic. Nice save by the Wings goaltender there. Hawks generating some pressure here. Mahalik towards the net. It's off the stick of Spone and wide. Spone will pick it up there. Spone fights through one, out into the slot, works back to Fabrizio. He absorbs a hit there. He'll get the name of that truck. Ripley, back to Missick. Missick, back to Ripley. To Mahalik. Shot blocked down. Nice recovery there. Glove down by Mahalik. Mahalik holds at the line. Ripley. Ooh, tries to go backdoor to Missick. Nice look there, but a nice stick by the wing defender to tip that one up into the netting. That pass was there, but it was taken away by the great stick of the defender of the Wings. 24 seconds here to go on the Hawks power play. Sexton to take the draw. Sexton out there with Oxenrider and Cardenas. Puck comes back to the blue line. Heersink picks it up. Heersink shovels to Cardenas. Cardenas down low. Tries to go back to Cardenas. And the Wings pick that off. They'll play it into the zone. Jones plays it up ahead. Picked off there. Wings trying to flip the ice. Wings walking in. Shot. Gloved and held by Jones. We're back to even strength hockey here. 9:47 to go, second period. Defensive zone draw coming up here for your Hawks. Hawks will go for the wholesale change. Paulin and Ostad out there now. Missick, Mahalik, and Halder. Missick digs it out now. Missick up ahead to Halder. Off his stick. Mahalik picks that off for a moment. In the skates of Paulin. And the Wings try and go cross ice. Picked off there by Missick. Missick tries to go to Mahalik. That's picked off by the Wings. Wings player ducks to check a Paulin there. Yeah, hockey's a physical game. Not seeing anything there that I did not dislike. Picked off there in the slot. Ostad fans on the shot kind of, but it goes to the corner. Over the stick of Missick. Ostad steps up. And puck's played near side. Dugout there. Missick tries to go to Sexton. Take it off his stick by the Wings, and the Wings break it out. Step up there by Ostad in his skates. But held in. Missick in on the forecheck. The goaltender will play it around behind. Missick sidesteps a man. Missick leaves there for Halder. Played near side. Ostad picks it up on his backhand, and the Wings are able to play it out to center. Paulin's going to pick it up there. He'll settle things down behind the net. Paulin goes near side. Ostad back to Paulin. Little pitch and catch there. Paulin. And the Wings are going to hit the zone now. Paulin steps up. Wings try and center out front. That goes through the slot. Picked off there by the Hawks. Ostad now. Ostad ties up with a player. Cardenas tries to dig it out. And now we have the Wings. Wings are going to go back to the box here. Hawks back to the power play. We're going to call a rough, which seems seems to be the potpourri call. You could call that a cross check, a hit from behind, whatever you want to call it. But we'll go with the potpourri call of a rough. Hawks back to the work on the power play here. Sexton to take the draw. Picked up there. Robertson. Robertson shields with his body. Back to the blue line. Mahalik fans on it. Mahalik goes across to Heersink. Heersink down low. Sexton, who tries to go out front. That's off a skate. Sexton throws it out front now. Sexton takes a big hit there. Good to see him up. I think he's going to call a board. I would argue that he wasn't playing the puck, but apparently I'm on the wing side, so. Five on three coming up here for the Hawks for a minute 2. Good to see Sexton get up after that one. 5 on 3 here for your Hawks. Ripley, Sexton, Carmichael out there now. Ripley to take the draw. Dug out there by the Hawks. Work back to Heersink. Heersink's going to survey. Heersink leaves there just out of the reach of Sexton. Sexton right back out there. Back to the line. Ripley works it across. Mahalik shot off the glove of the goaltender. Mahalik was looking short side. Back to Heersink. Heersink to Mahalik rifles it. Blocked down by the wings. Back to Mahalik. Shot. Goaltender fought it off. Mahalik plays it back to Ripley. Puck's loose in front. And Carmichael gets dumped. And now it's getting a little sporty. Well, I'm glad we got a lot of people here that can call out penalties from the stands. And I think the goaltender just got tossed for the Wings. Wow. So the Wings goaltender just got tossed. Not quite sure what happened. I saw him turn to the ref. He had something to say. He had a dislike over something. Apparently his comments were not taken well or well received. So whatever he's ticked off about, he can speak it to the locker room wall for the next period and a half. All right, we'll see what comes of the penalties here. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, sometimes you just like to be a fly on the wall to hear what was said. All right, We'll continue with the 5-on-3, so the only penalty out of that is the goaltender for the Wings getting tossed. Sexton to take the draw. Missick, shot off the pipe. Puck's played back into the Hawk zone. Jones will leave there for Heersink. 15 to go on the 5-on-3. Heersink takes it around. Heersink tries to walk to the middle. Heersink, shot, saved by the goaltender. Good first save by that goaltender. Carmichael tries to play it out front. 5-on-4 now. Carmichael hits Mahalik in the slot. Mahalik, shot, rebound. Goaltender made the save, had no idea where it was, so Heersink tries to play it back to the point. Leaves there for Mahalik. Mahalik back to Heersink. And the Wings play it into the Hawk zone. Jones is going to hold on there. And the player tries to rub Mahalik into the netting. So Hawks not able to capitalize on a 5-on-3 there for about a minute 15. Ofsted Paulin back out there now for this defensive zone draw. Back to even strength hockey here. Sexton to take the draw. Wings win it. Shot up high. Deflected over the net. Paulin steps up on a player. Centered out front. Shot wide of the net. Picked up there by Ripley. Ripley gets to the blue line. Not out though. Hawks unable to clear when they have the chance. Nice defensive play there by Ostad. Picked off by the Wings. Wings shot. Jones fought that one off up into the netting. Centered out front. Loose in the slot. Picked up there. Cardenas. Cardenas ahead to Ripley. Ripley tries to spring Cardenas. Wings able to pick that one up though. And out to center. Picked up there. Paulin leaves there for Ostad. Ostad goes far side to Paulin. Paulin to Ripley. Ripley, he's going to play that down. That's going to be an icing, though. It'll make it. So 4:37 here to go. We'll bring the face-off back into the Hawk zone here with 4:37 to go, second period. Face-off to the left of goaltender Jones. Oxenrider, Robertson, Carmichael out there now. Taylor and Ray.
Let's go, ref! Pay attention! Get your head in the game.
And the goaltender for the Wings apparently came out of the locker room, had something to say to the ref. And played back out to center. Wings with a chance here. Glove down. Oxenrider ties up with a player. Dug out there by Taylor. Overskated. Centered out front. Dug out there by the Wings. Wings shot out front. That's tipped out by Jones. And puck's played ahead. Robertson down the wing. Robertson tries to go to Carmichael out front. Robertson taking off the puck there. Not an easy task. Oxenrider back to Taylor. Taylor holds for a moment. Now Taylor will settle it down. Taylor up ahead. Robertson. Robertson tries to go to Carmichael. Carmichael out front. Puck's loose in the slot. And Red Wings content to just clear. That'll go back into the Hawk zone. Ray picks it up there. Robertson tries to get it in. Has to glove it down. He gets boarded there. Hawks going back to the power play. That's a hit from behind all day, guys. Wings fans don't like that call coming up, but call it a board, a hit from behind, whatever you want. You can't hit somebody in the numbers. Hawks back to the power play here. Hawks need to bury a power play goal here, guys. This is... Wings fan trying to chirp the Hawks goaltender. I think they should focus on staying out of the box. Hawks to the power play for a minute and a half. Sexton to take the draw. Cardenas up ahead to Mahalik. Held there at the line. Sexton holds. Shot. On net. A save by the goaltender. 2:51 here to go. Hawks need to stop the offer on the power play, though. Sexton to take the draw. Dug out by Cardenas. Sexton wins it back. Spone sidesteps a big hit there. Sexton comes in to dig it out. Cardenas back to Sexton. Sexton cross to Cardenas. Broken up by the stick of the Wings. Mahalik now. Mahalik walks it in. Mahalik shot. And that's off a stick up into the netting. 58 to go in the Hawks power play. Hawks doing a good job stepping the big hit to take a player out of the play. But we've got to move the puck a little bit quicker, a little bit crisper to make them pay. If they're going to go for that big hit and you sidestep it, we just got to move the puck a little quicker once we get somebody out of position. Tied up there. Carmichael off the draw. Dug out there. In the skates of Mahalik. Back to Ripley. Ripley tries to go across to Mahalik. And that's dug out by the Wings. Wings will play it back into the Hawk zone. Paulin out there now. Paulin, he'll settle it down. Paulin, Ripley. Ripley comes near side. Easy zone entry here for the Hawks. Ripley tries to walk it out front. He'll settle it down. Now Hawks will set up their power play. Ripley tries to toe drag through. I think he could have played that down low. It's going to be dumped in wide of the net. Mahalik leaves there. We're 13 to go on the power play. Oxenrider has it taken off his stick. Played down low. Shot saved by Jones. Turnover by the Hawks. Missick. Wings late getting somebody out of the box. Dug out there. Cardenas tries to play back to the point to Oxenrider. Just going to go back into the Hawk zone. Oxenrider has his stick lifted there for a moment. Well, I'm glad we can still count here in the great state of Michigan. Wings fans quick to point out that that's 6 penalties now on the Wings. However, if you commit 6, you get sometimes called for 6. Another power play for the Hawks. Got to bury one here, though, boys. They're going to keep marching to the box. We got to make them pay on the scoreboard. Looks like another penalty got picked up there. This might be a 2 and a 10, as I see a minute 30 penalty on the board, but I see another play and go to the box, so Hawks definitely have this Wings team frustrated. It's actually been great hockey so far. Carmichael to take the draw. Missick down low to Carmichael. Carmichael settles it down. Carmichael goes across. Mahalik. Mahalik back to the point. Fabrizio back to Mahalik. And that puck came out. Carmichael to take the draw, won by the Wings. Played back to Mahalik. Mahalik goes near side to Heersink. Heersink absorbs a hit, played across ice. Mahalik now. Mahalik played down low to Carmichael. Missick. Missick with it behind the net. Missick to Mahalik. Mahalik in his skates. Mahalik picks it up there. Mahalik spins with it. Back to Heersink at the point. Back to Mahalik. Mahalik, shot. Oh, and Ripley puts it right into the goaltender. So 9 seconds here to go, second period. Sexton to take the draw. And one there by the Wings. And the Wings play it up. Really? Wow, that is classy as shit by the Wings fans. Sorry for my language, guys. They put a puck into the bench and almost hit our coaches, and they all start cheering. Unbelievably classy. Sexton to take the draw. Robertson. And that'll do it for 2 periods of play. So what's been a great hockey game on the ice so far, 2 evenly matched teams. What's been a great game of hockey has been, yeah, wow. Yeah, super classy move. I'll leave it at that. It's too bad because I think this Wings team is a really good team. It's been a good, hard-nosed, physical game of hockey. I know, kid firing a puck into the bench and clipping a coach and hearing fans cheer. Disappointing, guys, but that's where we are with U Sports. All right, 31 seconds of power play time here. 15 minutes of hockey here left. Carmichael, Ripley, Missick. Carmichael to take the draw. Dug out there by Missick. Picked up there by Mahalik. Mahalik works it near side. Hawks player blows the tire. That's played into the Hawks zone. Jones will leave it there for Mahalik. Mahalik over skates there for a moment. Missick picks it up now. 9 to go on the power play. Missick gets the blue line. Missick with a head of steam. Missick on his backhand. Puck's loose in front. Heersink steps up. Heersink shot. Tip wide of the net. Puck goes through the crease. That's off the stick of Mahalik. And Jones will leave it there for Heersink. Heersink walks it in. Heersink, he absorbs contact. Dishes it back out. Carmichael. Carmichael spins through a check. Back up to the point. Held there by Paulin. Paulin tries to sidestep a player. Takes the puck off his stick. Paulin's taking off the puck there in the corner. Paulin in deep now. The goaltender takes a poke there at Mahalik, so that'll take the net off. I believe the Wings player must have shoved him into it. I don't think it was a... Nope. They're going to say Mahalik hit the pipe on his own. Might have been. I'm going to trust they saw it, because that'll bring the face-off outside the zone here with 13:40 to go, third period. Back to the red line. Paulin throws it in wide. Cardenas throws a check there. Sexton in on the forecheck. Sexton takes his man off the puck. Dug out there by Spone. Spone in the corner. Referee trying to get out of the way. And the Wings will pick it up. In the skates of Spone. Wings will pick it up now. Wings miss on a clearing attempt there. Sexton over skates, and that'll allow the Wings to pick it up here. Wings hit the red line. Austed picks it up. Yep. Puck was away, and Austed took a cross check to the back. You could have called it interference. They're going to call it a rough. Either way. Should have set up on the other side of the ice, I'm feeling like. We'll get through it. Power play again for your Hawks. Back to the point. Hersink. Ripley. Shot. Goes off Spone. Wide. Missick. Back to Mahalik. Back to Missick. Missick. Mahalik. Shot. Ooh, tipped in front by Carmichael. Goaltender made a save, though. Hawks come in to support there in the corner. Dug out there. Ripley. Back to Mahalik. Mahalik goes back to Hersink. Hersink back to Mahalik. Mahalik shot and saved by the goaltender, and the net comes off again. Carmichael to take the draw here. Carmichael to take the draw. Clear to the line. Held there by Hersink. Hersink. Ripley tries to play a blind pass out front. Picked off there by Mahalik for a moment. And now the Wings break it out. Wings play it wide. Hersink forces his man off. Puck's played near side now. Picked up there by Mahalik. Mahalik up ahead. Wings pick that off. Hawks just are not getting anything going here on the power play. I'm going to credit some of that to the Wings penalty kill. Obviously, bad practice. They've been on it quite a bit today, but Hawks just are not capitalizing. Hersink now. Hersink gets the blue line. Hersink walks it in, tries to drop. Shorthanded opportunity here for the Hawks. Sexton battles with a player. And it's dug out there by Missick. Missick sidesteps a check. Sidesteps another one. Missick gets a blue line. Missick shot towards the net. And that's a save by the Wing goaltender. 11:16 here to go. Third period. All right, face-off will be in the zone here. We're back to even strength hockey. Sexton Spone out there now. Sexton to take the draw. Cardenas shot towards the net. Ray steps up, and the Wings break it out. Picked up there. Taylor up ahead. Cardenas will play it in. Wings will look to start their breakout. Hawks will try and disrupt it with a forecheck. Back to the point. Taylor mishandles for a moment. Now the puck comes out. Play it back into the Hawk zone. Ray will go back there to pick it up. Ray leaves there for Taylor to Cardenas. Cardenas tries to play it across, picked off there by the Wings. Ray tries to step up. Opportunity here for the Wings. Nice back check there by the Hawks to break that up. And it's picked up by Cardenas, played into the zone. Oxenrider on the ice now. Played back into the Hawk zone. Ray will pick it up there. Ray tries to go up ahead off the stick of Oxenrider. And pitchforked into the zone. That rolls in on net by Spone. Robertson tries to dig it out there. Puck's played down low. And flipped out. Breakaway here. All right, Hawks with their chances in this game. They can't pull this one out with a win. They definitely had their chances on the power play. Face off back in the Hawks zone. Oxenrider to take the draw. Picked off there on the way to the net. Heersink from behind his own net, walks it out. Heersink draws three players, centered out front, picked off there by the Wings. Back to the point, Fabrizio in the skates of Robertson. Robertson goes to Heersink. Heersink shot. Ooh, he had that labeled far side, just missed. Fabrizio plays into the zone. Pick off there by Fabrizio. 2-on-1 here for the Wings. That's broken up though by Heersink. Heersink's going to hit the line 1-on-4. He'll just dump it in on net. Gloved awkwardly. That'll allow the Hawks to get a change, though. Heersink steps up now. Heersink goes cross ice. Oh, looking for Missick back door. And it rolls in on net. Jones will hold it there. Leaves there for Fabrizio. Hawks will get a change. Fabrizio plays it up ahead. That's past everybody. Wings will regroup there. They'll work at D to D. Sexton in on the forecheck. Paulin steps up now. Paulin retrieves. Sexton now sidesteps a player, sidesteps a hit. Doesn't miss the second one though. Cardenas now. Across. Osted, shot on net. Rebound, puck's loose in front, in the slot. Hawks can't get a stick free. Wings did a good job bodying it up there to make sure the Hawks couldn't get a stick free when the puck was in the slot. Wings player drives to the front of the net. Picked off there by Sexton. Up ahead. And they're just offsides at the line. Little east-west there at the last moment. Puts them offsides. 7:49 here to go. Face-off will come outside the wing zone here. Mahalik to take the draw. Played into the zone. Paulin forces his man off the puck. Missick tied up with a player there. Missick tries to kick it out. Down low. And it's controlled by the Wings. Wings out in front of their own net there, but they're able to break it out. They get away with that one into the zone. Wings look to take it wide. Now they do. Shot from a sharp angle. It's off the blocker at Jones. Played around behind the net. Picked up there. Paulin. Paulin tries to go back to Osted. Near corner here. And puck's played far side. Centered out front. Sticked aside by Jones. Puck's loose in the slot. Shot up high and off the glass. Mahalik, he absorbs a check there. Nice job using leverage. And the Wings play it back into the zone. Hawks Struggling with the physicality of the Wings. Picked up there by Midget. Wings get possession though. Out front. Maybe set the net, guys. So Hawks with a golden opportunity there. A net came off. I'm not going to put that one on the goaltender. Oxenrider to take the draw. There with Robertson. Back to the point. Taylor. Puck's bouncing towards the net. Picked up there by Oxenrider. Oxenrider tries to leave behind. That hits the referee. Oxenrider picks it up. Absorbs a hit there. Robertson. Puck's played back into the zone. Wings will get the chance to regroup there. Wings look to break it out now. Back into the zone. Taylor bodies up with a player there. Dug out by the Wings. Puck's loose at the side of the net. Taylor to Robertson. Robertson back to the point. Turned over there. Robertson up ahead to Oxenrider. Oxenrider, he's got Robertson with him. He'll dump it in. Hawks will try and get a change. Wings will try and catch him on that change. And comes out to center. Nice stick there by Taylor to steer that one wide. Shot wide of the net. Picked off there. Robertson. Stolen by the Wings. Wings keep possession. Hawks unable to clear. Sexton blows the tire. Puck's loose in the slot. Shot. Gloved and held by Jones. 4:55 here to go. Third period. Tied at 1. Faceoff will be in the Hawks zone. Sexton, Cardenas. Ripley out there now with Heersink and Fabrizio. Sexton to take the draw. Wings, shot from a sharp angle. Goes up off the dasher. Ripley tries to play it out. Held in there by the Wings. Shot wide of the net. Wings work it back to the top. Shot, that's blocked down. Shot blocked there by Ripley. Never made it through. Wings center out front now. Ripley plays it ahead to Cardenas. Cardenas, he's got Ripley with him. Third period ice here with no ice cut. Little choppy here. Heersink picks it up now. Heersink skates through a couple players, walks it in. Heersink, backhand. Doesn't quite get everything on that one. Sexton knocks it down. Puck comes back to the line. Ripley leaves there. Shot. Goes up into the netting. Sexton got that shot off, but he definitely paid the price in getting that shot off. So with 3:58 here to go, third period, face-off will be in the Red Wing zone. Mahalik, Midget, Spone out there now. Mahalik to take the draw. One there by the Wings. Paulin steps up. Spone towards the net. Just wide. Midget throws on the brakes. Wings will play it near side. Spone cuts that one off. And played out to center. Ooh. That one could have been an icing. They'll wave it off though. Don't think he had the red line there. Midget, shot towards the net. Juicy rebound there. Spone tries to get a stick on it. Wings trying to spring a player late. And back into their zone. Mahalik on the forecheck. Mahalik pesters with the stick. Mahalik out front. Shot. Glove down. Mahalik gets absolutely hammered in front of the net. But we're going to face off in the zone. Mahalik paying the price for sniffing around in front of that net. He's a tough kid, though. He'll bounce up, head to the bench. So we're going to draw in the zone here. Oxenrider, Robertson, Carmichael. Back to Carmichael. Has it lifted at the last moment as he tries to get that shot off. Wings hit the zone. Carmichael, nice back check. Wings able to hold at the line, though. Wings tie it up there. Wings dig it out, picked up there by the Hawks. Robertson gets the red line, plays it into a player. Paulin steps up now with it. Paulin plays it in deep, goes down awkwardly there. Good to see him back up. Ripley steps up there. Oxenrider plays it back into the wing zone. Ripley in on the forecheck. Wings hit the red line with speed. Paulin steps up there. And chipped up ahead. Ripley plays into the zone. Sexton has his stick slash out of his hand. Hawks are going back to the power play. Minute 28 here to go. So, Wings to the box, 2 minutes for a slash. Hawks back to the power play. Ripley here to take the draw. Tied up, dug out, back to Heersink. Heersink walks it at the line. Heersink, shot! Looked far side. Held there by Heersink at the line. Heersink, down low. Mahalik, back to Heersink. Heersink, tried to feather that one through. Picked off there. Shorthanded opportunity here for the Wings. Shot and a save by Jones. Short-handed breakaway opportunity. Jones stands tall. Minute 3 here to go and no rebound. Minute 5, so we're going to finish this game on the power play unless we score. We're going to bring Carmichael out to take this defensive zone draw here. Carms to take the draw, wins it back. Heersink. Up ahead to Carms. Missick plays it into the zone. Sexton in on the forecheck. Back to the point. Heersink. Leaves there for Missick. Missick shot. Ooh. Tried to label it high and wide. It's a great shot if it goes in. If you miss, it's out of the zone, which it was. And Heersink will settle it down here with 34 to go. Heersink steps around a couple guys. Heersink picked off there. Mahalik shot. That's blocked down in front by the Wings. Sexton along the boards. Carmichael across. Shot to goal! Mahalik! 9.7 to go, Mahalik. Hawks finally get one on the power play. Good puck movement by the Hawks with the cross ice pass. Evan Mahalik nets his second of the night. Nice puck movement finally there on the power play from the Hawks. 9.7 here to go. We're going to face off at center ice. Oxy, Robertson, Carmichael out there. Oxy to take the draw. Played ahead. Wings can't get the zone though. Hawks will try and tie it up. And a win for your Hawks. 2-1. Late heroics by Evan Mahalik. All right, nice job by your Hawks. We'll be back here in 5 hours or so